up, everyone? Welcome back to another vlog. Today is Sunday, September 7th, and we're here in Chicago. Our flight was earlier today at around 1 p.m., and I think we landed at around 6 p.m. Central Time. We had a quick layover in Minneapolis. Yeah, it's pretty cool. We're here from today until September 11th at a conference called Parcel Forum, which is for small package fulfillment. I know I haven't spoken too much about the startup in the last couple of videos, but we've been working a lot behind the scenes to try to get everything set up, and hopefully I'll have a big announcement for you guys in the next couple of videos. We're mainly here to just learn a little bit more about the industry and kind of see what the standard is in regards to software, robotics, and warehouse automation. So tomorrow we're not going to day one of the conference. A lot of the sessions that we're more interested in are on the Tuesday and the Wednesday. Tomorrow we're gonna go downtown into Chicago. It'll be my first time, so I've been doing a little bit of research and we'll see what we get up to. But yeah, most of the sessions that we're going to are from 9 a.m. until like noon or 1 or 2 p.m. And then we'll probably take a look around the exhibition hall, and then we'll try to make some new connections. But I think the main purpose for us this week is just to understand where the industry is at and then how we can improve and kind of slot ourselves in. And yeah, we're pretty excited. So after we checked in, we went over to a Brazilian steakhouse, which is amazing. I feel like we don't really have a chain like that in Canada, so it was pretty cool. I'm here with my friend Afraz, and I took him there for the first time, and it definitely didn't disappoint. And then afterwards, we stopped by Trader Joe's to get some snacks. So we don't have Trader Joe's in Canada, but when I used to live in the States, I would have one of these as my breakfast every single day. And I think there's a strawberry flavor of these like gluten-free muffins that are really, really good too. And then we just got some drinking water for the hotel. That's it for today. It's about 9 p.m. We'll probably just settle down and then get ready for a day downtown Chicago tomorrow. Okay, we just finished lunch at a Chicago deep dish pizza place with 22,000 Google reviews, and it was not very good. It was like 40% crust, 40% cheese, and then the last 20% were just the toppings and then the tomato sauce. So we're saying how just Domino's back home is better. Like, you don't have to come here just to try the pizza.
Jumping all non-essential on AMA. Step. And in Chicago, stack and rope.
US. Welcome back to the vlog. We just got back from the conference and I just changed out of my conference clothes. I would say the first day went pretty well. Afraz and I both went to 4 different sessions each, just so we can cover as many different talks as possible. And I would say that we learned a ton. Before coming to this conference, we didn't know what we didn't know. I'm heading down to the lobby right now to digest my notes. Just gonna hang out for a little bit, make sure that all my notes are clean and clear, and then we'll probably prep a little bit for tomorrow as well. right, good morning. Welcome back to day 2 of the conference. Today is a little bit of a shorter day. We have 2 sessions in the morning, and then there's some designated time for us to walk around the exhibition hall, which would be pretty cool. And then I think there's a closing ceremony today. I didn't expect that so many people would bring like their work backpacks and laptop bags and stuff. So I'm bringing my main camera today. And I don't think it should be a big deal to record. I'm excited to see what the exhibition hall is going to look like. There's like maybe 200 different vendors, software, and then there seems like there's also some robotics companies as well, which is going to be pretty cool to look at. It's a 10-minute walk over to the convention center, which is just over there. We got our passes yesterday. It's pretty interesting going to these conventions. I guess it's kind of what we were expecting, but the average age in each room is like 45?
Yeah,
45 roughly. So I guess that means that there's a lot of experience in the room, and I would say that a lot of people are asking good questions, which is really cool. And after yesterday, I'd say that we learned a lot more about what the standard is in the industry, especially regarding software, and then what robotics is going to be. So pretty excited, looking forward to day 2. I think the sessions that we do have today are pretty interesting. So put the camera away and I'll talk to you guys soon. Hey everyone, welcome back to the vlog. It's 7 a.m. Afras and I just got into the airport and we got through TSA. Our flight is in 2 hours at around 9:10. I wanted to sit down and kind of talk through our experience here at Parcel Forum. I think both Afras and I are just incredibly grateful for the opportunity to be here. I think coming into this, we're still pretty new to the industry, and I would say a lot of things that we learned over this past weekend were things that weren't exactly Googleable. And even if you ask ChatGPT or you search the right things, it would probably be hard to find concrete answers. And I would say for some of the things that we did learn, we tried to find the answer previously and couldn't. I think some of the biggest learnings that we had were just understanding what technologies were currently being used in the industry, and specifically by small all the way to large enterprise businesses. And that includes mainly software, but also robotics and automation as well. I think getting a good understanding of what features each of these products offer at which level of enterprise kind of gives us a better understanding of where we can kind of slot into the industry. I know I haven't officially talked about what exactly we're building yet, but I think that's a massive hint, and that's something I'm looking forward to talking more about in a future video. Something that we learned was the labor challenges that we experience in Canada are just as prevalent here in the US as well. And a lot of the seminar speakers were mentioning how automation, AI, and new software tools were being built, used, and tested to accommodate different labor challenges that a lot of different companies were experiencing all across the US. Next step for us is we have to do a little bit more characterization. So just understanding the exact process that we want to aid in automating. It seems like a lot of 3PLs, warehouses, fulfillment centers, they all do things in a different way. And we learned that a lot of maybe medium to large fulfillment centers often have a lot of different software tools that are either built in-house or commissioned on top of existing software systems. And a lot of these businesses have a different stack of tools, and oftentimes these are being custom built. So I think an idea moving forward is how can we consolidate all of these software tools into a more streamlined, vertically integrated product? And I think that's something that we're really interested in solving. After getting a better idea of, I guess, everyone's sentiment within these different seminars and sessions, it seems that only really large players are currently adopting robotics. It seems that
the largest barriers to entry are either psychological for business owners who are kind of reluctant to switch from the manual approach, or it's incredibly capital intensive. I feel like a lot of the solutions that we've seen this weekend were either full of automation with, millions of dollars in initial setup costs and capital investment, or really light automation using relatively cheap goods to person AMRs. I think a balance can be achieved where you might not necessarily have to spend millions of dollars initially, but still get the benefits of automation and return on investment within a relatively short time window. And I think that's another one of the learning points that we did have for the conference as well. I think we still have a lot of notes to look over and a lot of new information to digest, but I think this is going to be the end of the vlog. So if you made it all the way to the end, thank you so much for watching. I know I haven't been speaking a ton about the business stuff over the last couple of videos. It's just, like I said earlier in the video, there's kind of a lot of work going on behind the scenes. And I think after we do kind of our more public launch, I'll be looking to speak a lot more about our company, our startup, and what we're building. But just until then, we kind of want to keep things a bit more low key until things are more concrete. If you liked what you've seen in this video, feel free to hit the like button and subscribe. A lot of cool and exciting things happening in the next couple of videos, the next few weeks. So stay tuned, and I'll see you guys in the next video.